Australia travel ban, exemption information. In today's video update, we will discuss about the individual exemptions in the Australian immigration rules for travelling inside and outside Australia. Individual exemptions may be granted by the Commissioner of the Australian Border Force and decision-makers if you fall in the following obligations. A foreign citizen visiting Australia at the request of the Australian government or a state or territory government authority to assist with the COVID-19 response. A foreign citizen whose entry into Australia would be in the national interest, as determined by the Australian government, or a state or territory government authority providing critical or specialist medical services, such as air ambulance, medical evacuations, or the delivery of critical medical supplies. A foreign citizen having vital talents or working in Australia's key industry. A foreign citizen sponsored by an employer to work in Australia in a priority migration skilled occupation list. Army personnel, including those covered by the Asia-Pacific Forces, Commonwealth Armed Forces, Status of Forces Agreement, and the Status of Armed Forces Agreement. An individual who dwells on a vessel that seeks safe port at the nearest designated port for replenishment or safety reasons for a limited period of time, and who is supported by the appropriate state or territory government where safe haven is requested. A student who has been chosen to participate in an international student arrivals plan approved by the appropriate state or territory government and recognized by the Department of Education, Skills and Employment as meeting the protocols and preconditions for international student arrival. A medical university student in the last 3 years of study, with proof of a confirmed placement in an Australian hospital or medical practice. The placement must begin within the next 2 months and deliver medical services to the general population in Australia. A student in years 11 and 12, with approval from the Department of Education, Skills and Employment, and cooperation from appropriate state or territory government health and education agencies. More details on this procedure may be obtained on the website of the Department of Education, Skills and Employment. A student in the last 2 years of dentistry, nursing, or allied health profession university degree, with proof of a confirmed placement in an Australian hospital or medical practice beginning within the following 2 months. Travelling for humanitarian and compelling reasons. A prospective marriage subclass 300 visa holder, under the following circumstances. The subclass 300 visa has been approved, and the subclass 300 visa application was submitted at least 12 months prior to filing a travel exemption request. This implies that, if the applicant filed for a subclass 300 visa on or before the 18th of August 2020 and was granted a subclass 300 visa, the applicant is eligible for an inwards travel exemption on the 18th of August 2021. Before you travel, you must have a visa and an exemption from Australia's travel restrictions. You can apply for an exemption online, but you must submit adequate documentation to back up your claims. If inadequate proof is supplied, requests may be processed without further review. All papers must be translated officially into English. You must request an exemption at least 2 weeks, but no more than 2 months, before your intended trip date. Your request must include the following information: traveller details, name, date of birth, visa type and number, passport number, proposed residential address, and phone number in Australia. Your intention for travelling, why you should be granted an exemption. A supporting statement stating how you meet one of the grounds for an exemption. Accompanying evidence. If you are not given an exemption, you should cancel your trip arrangements, since you will be unable to board an aircraft to Australia. If you are given a travel exemption, you must bring proof of that decision to the airport. Our video ends here. We hope that you found this video update useful. Please don't forget to comment below and share your opinion with us. Thanks for watching today's video.